Let's run through this entire game's features in about 5 minutes. You play this game as Cliff, but you get 2 other characters later. You can switch between them for side content, but not for main quests unfortunately, which sucks massively. The game's combat uses swords, axes, hammers, spears, muskets, hand cannons and dual wielding. You can grapple and wrestle with dropkicks, choke slams, power bombs, and something called meteor kicks. These wrestling moves are insanely cool, and honestly one of the best combat aspects. There are 4 elemental powers you can unlock and upgrade: Flame Strike, Frost Mantle, Lightning Surge, and Storm Veil. These transform your weapons into magic abilities. The game does not have classic experience points. You learn combat moves by watching NPCs, and bosses perform them first, but you also find abyss artifacts around the world. To unlock abyss skills and upgrade health and stamina, the Spirit Gauge is your resource for parries, counters and advanced abilities. Now the game world. Stop for a second here, because this one actually matters. The map is 110 square kilometers, and it is genuinely that big. Not marketing big, actually big. Every open world game claims on the Steam page that it's vast, but Crimson Desert really is that vast. 5 completely different regions that feel massive. Hernand is the starting zone, where you can already spend 40 hours in. Paloon is the snowy north. Permanence is the political hub. Delicia is tech focused. And the very Crimson Desert itself is pure sand stretching forever. Some players have put 60 to 60 hours into the game and still have not left Hernand. That's how much is just in the starting zone alone. The world is stunning. It is the kind of beautiful where you will just stop moving to look around. Unless, unfortunately, it's a cloudy day, which is where the game tends to look rather shit. The developers did not yet fix the engine sliding system without ray tracing reconstruction. The Abyss is a parallel realm you access through Abyss nexuses, which also work as major fast travel points. The developers have recently patched these fast travel points, so it doesn't take ages to travel. The game has complex puzzles and platforming. Yes, the puzzles can be increasingly frustrating. The game allows you to climb almost any surface in the game. There's a physics-based grappling hook, and maneuvers you do in mid-air. The game has a flight ability you can upgrade for speed and use in combat. The game has 29 mount types, including horses, bears, wolves and raptors. You can ride dragons late game. They recently patched the game so you can have at least some permanent mounts, rather than them being purely temporary. The game does of course have a full day-night cycle with dynamic weather, including fog, snow and rain. But honestly at this point, I kinda wish the game would stay sunny, because as soon as clouds show up, the game takes a massive hit in its visual presentation. The game does have a crime and reputation system. Guards chase you and you can go to jail. The pet system lets you befriend cats, dogs and birds. You can then pet them or command them to fetch loot. Greymane Camp is your persistent base, which you can rebuild and upgrade. You can add stuff like an alchemy lab, dye station, and private storage. The private storage was thankfully patched to allow up to 1000 space now. The previous storage system was ridiculously limiting. The worker system lets you assign mercenaries to jobs or dispatch them on expeditions. Professions include cooking, fishing, alchemy, mining and logging. You craft gear at smithies. You can create custom dyes at camp to change the color of each armor piece. Minigames include combat clubs and underground fight clubs, card games, arm wrestling, and tavern drinking contests. There is also horse racing, archery contests, and marksmanship challenges. Now here's the reality check. You cannot really speak to any NPC and get meaningful dialogue from them, unless they are part of an active quest. The main story has 12 chapters but barely anything happens for most of it. The first 5 chapters especially are disconnected side content, with no real plot. The game literally has you starting by arm wrestling a guy, giving a coin to a beggar, cleaning a chimney, finding missing cows and lambs, and all of it without any context. Yes, the story is as bad as you keep hearing. This game is not a Witcher 3, and it is most certainly not a Kingdom Come 2, nor is it a Red Dead Redemption 2. And no, it's not even close. The only plot hook is revenge on a guy with 60 seconds of screen time, who your characters barely mention. The story cutscenes and even side cutscenes are all unskippable. Most of the side quests just appear in your journal, and you track them on the map. The game's boss fights mainly are stat checks, forcing you to grind or you lose. They are many people's least favorite aspect, due to their bad design. The inventory management is a mess, even with the added storage chest. The game's bounties show the exact same cutscene each time, with identical word-for-word dialogue. Most side quests have absolutely no voice acting from your character. Most of the open world enemy variety is generic bandit, it. Their systems like crime and smithing exist, but have virtually no depth. This game feels like an MMO, worth grinding and fetch quests but without MMO rewards. If you want a beautiful world, yes, a stunning world even, that feels rewarding to explore on your own, worth good music where you can turn your brain off and grind for 100 hours, worth occasional good boss fights, then this works. If you expect any kind of Witcher 3 or Red Dead 2 storytelling, then please be assured, this game is absolutely not that. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.